ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ओम गुरुदेव भगवान शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ कैलाशपति महाराज की जय। भगवान व्यास जी महाराज की जय। शंकराचार्य भगवान की जय। स्वामी चिन्मयानंद भगवान की जय। स्वामी दयानंद भगवान की जय। स्वामी प्रबुधानंद भगवान की जय। स्वामी शुद्धानंद भगवान की जय। साध्वी आनंद ज्योति जी की जय। माता पिता की जय। सभी गुरु देवताओं की जय। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, and we will see verse number 23. The action of a jnani who is not a sannyasi in terms of lifestyle. Yesterday we have seen the actions of a sannyasi, and today we'll see action of jnani who is not a sannyasi. Now Krishna returns to the other person, the one who is not a sannyasi in terms of lifestyle, but who is a jnani. The jnani who is engaged in activity, who has duties to do because he or she does not happen to be a sannyasi, continues to play the role, which with each role there is a script. And this person fulfills the script. In the next verse, in this verse number 23, Krishna describes what happens when this type of jnani performs action. Gata sangasya muktasya ज्ञानावस्थितचेत्सः यज्ञाचरत कर्म समग्र प्रविलीयते। गत संगस्य of the one who is free from attachment. A jnani is also free from all the attachments. Muktasya, of one who is liberated. Jnana avasthita chaitsa, of one whose mind is rooted in self-knowledge. Yajna, for the sake of daily yajna. Acharata, of the one who performs. Samagram, totally. Karma, actions. Pravaliyate, resolves. The karma of one who is free from attachment, who is liberated, whose mind is rooted in self-knowledge, who performs for the sake of daily yajna, resolves totally. Daily yajna means all the grihastha karyas, because he is not a sannyasi. All karmas, the grihastha karmas, who performs them daily for the daily routine, for daily yajna, resolves. He also resolves totally. Although the jnani may be in the midst of various activities, a jnani may be in the midst of the various activities, he or she, both he and she, is not attached to anything, because they are not attached to the karma. They are not attached to karma phalas. All attachments, sangha, has gone gata for the person because of self-knowledge. Atma jnana, self-knowledge. Thus the jnani is described as gata sangha. Gata sangha. The person who is also mukta, liberated. One who is liberated from ignorance. Ignorance of taking this body as me. Ajnana, doership, I am the doer. Kartatva, and therefore from dharma and adharma, right and wrong, punya and papa. To be free from right and wrong means there is no longer any good karma or bad karma for the person, because there is no doer. Because there is no doer, all the good karmas or bad karmas are not meant for such a jnani person. The person is non-doer. He is not the doer. The doership is not there. He is a karta. Despite of doing karma, he is a karta. Despite of being a karta, he is a karta. Karma karte hue bhi akarta hai. Therefore, whatever karma the jnani does is naturally good, because he or she is freed from both right and wrong. Why is the person free? Because the mind, Chaitanya of such a person is rooted in knowledge. Jnana avasthita, jnane avasthita. It is rooted in the sense for that person. It is rooted in the sense that for this person the knowledge is clear. He is absolutely clear. A jnani, despite of doing karma, is absolutely clear. There is no doubt. There is no vagueness or doubt It is much more than simple insight. The Jnani's knowledge is well rooted, and therefore he or she is described as Jnana Avasthita Chetas. One whose mind is rooted in knowledge of the self as non-doer. His mind is rooted in the knowledge of the self as non-doer, akartha. He is very clear that he is non-doer. A Jnani, because of self-knowledge, a Jnani, because of self-knowledge, is absolutely clear that he is not the doer. This body, this physical mind, this physical form, he is not any of these. He is not the doer. He is a karta. Any karma to be done by such a person, any daily duty, any ritual, yajna is done without any result whatsoever being accrued to the person. Whatever comes, he is least bothered. The karma done may be a prayer or an elaborated ritual. It may be a duty, attachment to his role as a member of particular family or society, as an employee or employee of the variety of roles that he or she may play. He may play any of the role, a king or a peasant. Samagram karma means all actions. Action of its entirety. Entirety meaning action along with its result. Not only the action, but the result of action. All action. All can be taken to mean all karma. For a Jnani, then all karma and its results are resolved totally. Pravaliyate, because there is no doership for the person. It should be noted here that it is the Jnani who is being described, not the karma yogi. There is a difference between karma yogi and a Jnani. Karma yogi is still a doer. Karma yogi is doing his karmas. He is the karta of karmas. As karma yoga, he is looking for result. He has not given up his doership. Thus, there are two levels involved. One level being an attitude and the other being a well ascertained knowledge. Karma yoga is attitude. It is only an attitude. The attitude, with the attitude which you do a karma, is karma yoga. A prayerful attitude in a karma is karma yoga. It is an attitude to offer all the karmas to God. This attitude is karma yogi's attitude. And the other is well ascertained knowledge. Jnani has the knowledge. A karma yogi is still a karta, still the doer. Jnani has understood that he is not the doer. His doership is gone. He is the doer, but his doership is gone. There is no doership. Doesn't mean he doesn't do karma. He does karma. But the doership is not there. The cheerfulness that a karma yogi gains by proper attitude toward what is to be done is what turns into purnatva. The cheerfulness that a karma yogi gains by proper attitude towards what is to be done is what turns into purnatva, fullness by knowledge, thereby giving the person freedom from any sense of limitation, because doership is removed by knowledge. Everything else what was imposed upon Atma is also removed. The person is free. What else is imposed? So the first thing imposed is this body. Then all the karmas done by this body. Then the results of all the karmas are imposed on Atma. Atma is not the doer. Atma is non-doer. We have already seen all these. Atma is non-doer. It can be only understood by knowledge, by correction of self-error. The connection between karma yoga and jnana is to be clearly understood. The Gita teaches both yoga shastra and Brahma vidya. Yoga shastra is karma yoga and Brahma vidya is jnana. Karma yoga is the right attitude and includes values, disciplines, right living, prayer, and so on. Whatever is gained relatively by all these is gained in full measure, absolute measure, through knowledge. There is a tranquility in yoga and tranquility in knowledge. There is cheerfulness in yoga and cheerfulness in knowledge. In karma yoga, the tranquility and cheerfulness are in varying degree, whereas in jnana they are abiding and natural. In karma yoga, every cheerfulness has a degree, whereas jnana, they are abiding and natural. You often hear that karma yogi also is not bound by karma. This means that he or she is not affected by karma phala, in the sense that the person is not depressed by failure and elated by success because of mature attitude, not because of knowledge, but because of matured attitude towards these opposites. A jnani, on the other hand, is not touched by the karma phalas at all. To a jnani, to say that a jnani is not bound by karma means that he or she is completely untouched by the karma phala. Whatever karma phala comes, he is not touched by them. Karma phala doesn't affect a jnani. Whereas for karma yogi, he is, because of his matured attitude, he is not depressed or elated, happy by the karma phalas. Whereas jnani is just not affected at all. Jnani is untouched because he is untouched by the karma itself. Because the self is not a doer, because he doesn't do the karma as a doer. For such a person, everything is Brahman. Whatever the result is, he is not the doer. He has understood that I am not the doer. whatever the result is, whatever the karma phala is, he is untouched. Not because of maturity of thinking, maturity in thinking, but because of knowledge he has. Maturity in thinking leads to not being depressed or elated. Okay, there is a karma phala for him, for a karma yogi. Karma phala is there, but he doesn't get excited because of his attitude, because of his matured attitude, or let us say because of his matured buddhi, vivek. For a jnani, Brahman and the self are identical. This is very important. Karma yogi has not yet understood. For him there is a difference between Brahman and the self. Whereas the jnani, Brahman and self are identical. Identical means they are one, not other. To understand that I am a karta means I am Brahman. This is very deep. The mind is also Brahman. The mind is I, but I am not the mind. I am Brahman. Therefore, mind is also Brahman. But Brahman is not mind. The buddhi is I, but I am not the buddhi. But I am not buddhi. The buddhi is I, but I am not buddhi. The body is I, but I am not the body. The body is I. The buddhi is I. Neither I am buddhi nor this body. The world is I, but I am not the world. Thus everything is Brahman, but Brahman is not any one thing. This hand is me, but I am not the hand alone. This hand is mine, but the only hand is not mine, the whole body. So the Brahman is not one thing, not any one thing. That is why we say Brahman is not God, Paramatma. He is not somewhere located in the Srishti, this world. He is the world. Paramatma is the world. Paramatma is not situated in any place in the world, any loka. Paramatma is not situated in any particular loka. Paramatma, all the lokas, the entire Srishti is situated in Paramatma. Therefore it is said, Brahman is not any one thing. The self and Brahman are identical. Knowing this is self-knowledge. Understanding this is self-knowledge. And we'll keep on doing all this. Whatever karma you do, you will find it as all the same. Whatever karma you do will find it as all the same. What is done is Brahman. The one who does it is Brahman. Where it is done is Brahman. By what it is done is Brahman. And what is to be achieved is also Brahman. It means there is nothing to achieve. What all karmas are done, what all is done is Brahman, is Paramatma. The one who does it is Paramatma. Where it is done is Paramatma. By what it is done is Paramatma. And what is to be achieved is also Paramatma. It means there is nothing to achieve. When a fire ritual is performed, there is a person who performs the ritual. An altar of fire where the fire has been kindled in a particular way, and sometime that is offered into the fire. There is also a ladle with which the oblation is offered, a particular mantra or chant, and a purpose for which the ritual is being done. The person performing the ritual may want the sun or the punya necessary to go to heaven, or may be doing the karma for antahkarana shuddhi. For this person who wants any of the above rituals, all these factors are distinct and separate from himself and are separate amongst themselves. But for Jnani, they are all nothing but Brahman, Paramatma itself. For a Jnani, all the karmas are for Paramatma, nothing else. In verse number 24, Krishna uses a Vedic ritual to uphold knowledge. And the Vedic ritual and the verse says, Brahmarpanam Brahma Havi Brahmagano Brahmanahutam Brahma eva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. Brahma arpanam Brahma Havi Brahma grau Brahmana hotum Brahmeva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. This is verse number 24 we have started. Brahman, arpanam is the means offering. Brahman, havi, the oblation. Havan samagri. Brahma aganu, into the fire, which is Brahman. ब्रह्म अर्पणम, किसको अर्पण कर रहे हैं? ब्रह्म को अर्पण कर रहे हैं। क्या अर्पण कर रहे हैं? हवि, ऑब्लेशन, हवन सामग्री। ब्रह्म अग्नौ, इनटू द फायर विच इज ब्रह्मन। ब्राह्मणा, बाय ब्राह्मण। होतुम इज ऑफर्ड। Brahma karma samadhina, by the one who sees everything as Brahman. Tena, by him. Brahman eva, indeed. Gantavyam is to be reached. The means of offering is Brahman. The oblation is of Brahman, offered by Brahman into the fire, which is Brahman. Brahman indeed is to be reached by him who sees everything as Brahman. Who is offering? Brahman. What is being offered is Brahman. Where it is offered is Brahman. Where it is to reach is Brahman. And who all sees is Brahman. In the preceding section, the nature of Atma was described as a karta, meaning that self performs no action. Action take place based on desire and will type. Desire and will. All actions are based on desire and will. Type of thoughts that belong to buddhi. The physical body, kaya, organ of speech, vaka, the mind, manasa, and three means of action, karanas. Here the physical body refers to hands, leg and the limbs that are used to perform action. Any action that is done can be grouped under any of all these three. For example, when you offer a prayer, it can be either mental or verbal or a ritual involving physical limbs. All three involve the mind. If Atma is the body, mind, sense assemblage, which is the base of all action to take place, then I become the actor. Whereas it is assemblage is not Atma, then Atma is free from the body, mind and senses. It is in form of pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya Swarupa, and performs no action whatsoever. Thus it was said that even while performing action, the wise person does no action whatsoever, because doership is not there for the person. This is just we seen. Also, if the Jnani performs only those actions that are necessary to sustain the physical body, no result will occur again. Because again there is no doership. In this way, two types of Jnanis were pointed out. One type is the thick and thin of various activities, totally engaged in action, and the second type is not. But even the Jnani who performs activities is said that no action is performed. Why? Because the person sees akarma in all karmas, meaning that he sees Atma as actionless in the very activity itself. How much or how little activity one does means nothing. What is important is whether one sees Atma as a karta. Now this we will describe, try to understand in detail tomorrow. Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om